Greg Heffley is the biggest loser of all time. It is not even close. Like, the fact that he's the main character in a book called Diary of a Wimpy Kid kind of just proves my point already. But bruh, this nigga was just the definition of a loser, bro. Like, this man will take non-stop L's in every single book of the series. Like, there is 3 main reasons on why I think Greg is a loser. The first main reason is because Greg is one of the biggest simps I've ever seen. Like, every single book, this man will do some complete simp shit, bro. Like, I remember one time Raleigh had this fine ass babysitter and Greg was just in love with this girl, bro. He would do literally anything he could to just get a chance with this girl, bro. Like, just to be in her presence, I guarantee he'll cut off his left testicle. And then when he got to Raleigh's house, he completely ignored the man, bro. Like, no matter what Raleigh was saying, bro, Greg was not hearing it, bro. Greg was too locked in. Meanwhile, the babysitter's over here on her phone texting her man. Well, I'm telling you, this man Greg did not care, bro. He was still trying to spit game, bro. That man was on his J.R. Smith timing, bro. Didn't care if it went in, just kept on shooting. And that wasn't even his worst encounter with that specific girl, bro. Like, I remember earlier on in the series, that same babysitter was working at a country club pool that Raleigh had access to, or something like that. That might just be from the movies. I don't really remember that well. And every time Raleigh went, Greg would literally beg, hands on knees, straight up gawking Raleigh's shit just for him to let him come. Pause on that shit. Hold on, bro. And every time she was on duty, Greg was basically her little simp helper. And this wasn't the only time he was being a simp with a girl either, bro. Like, I remember one time he broke Raleigh's arm by literally throwing a football at him while he was riding a bike. Some stupid ass psychopath ass shit. And then when he seen him getting attention from the hoes, I kid you not, this man literally went around telling the hoes that he was the one who broke his arm. Like, how the hell do you think they're gonna respond, bro? You think they're gonna think you're a bad boy and want to fuck you after you told them that you broke another man's arm? Not just another man, actually, your best friend. Not just your best friend, actually, your only friend. Like, no, they're gonna think you're a weird psychopath, bitch. Like, what the fuck do you expect? This man thought he was gonna get all the hoes by telling all the hoes that he was basically a sociopath, bro. Like, what the hell? Which leads me to my next point. The second reason on why I think Greg is one of the biggest losers in fiction history is because he's a terrible, and I mean terrible, friend. Like, the amount of up shit this man does to Raleigh in this whole series is crazy. And if Raleigh wasn't so
at the beach, I'm at the beach.
You feel me? Then I'm pretty sure Raleigh would have been dropped his ass by the 4th book, bro. Like, the way this man does Raleigh is just so dirty, bro. This man genuinely does not care about Raleigh at all, bro. Like, there's so many instances that he just thought of doing up shit to Raleigh just for his personal gain. Or in that one arc where Greg went with Raleigh's family to Boardwalk or some type of vacation spot, and Greg was really just trying to get the upper hand on this man the whole entire time, when literally Raleigh invited him to this trip. Or that one time that he made Raleigh take the fall for him, basically bullying little kids as a crosswalk officer, when Raleigh literally loved that job. So instead of coming clean and just saying it was him, he basically made Raleigh take the fall for him. And the crazy part about the whole situation is he literally asked his mom what should he do in that situation, and she said do the right thing, and then he went ahead and did the right thing for him, bro. Like, what is wrong with you? There's so many other times where he just did Raleigh wrong that if I kept listening to him, the video would be like 20 minutes long. So I'm gonna just cut this portion short and just say Greg is just a terrible friend. He only had one friend for a reason. The friend was probably, you feel me? And that's the only reason why he stayed solid to him. So I mean, like, he's really just a loser. I ain't gonna shout out to Raleigh though. He was a real one, even if he was spent. And the last reason on why I think Greg is a loser, he is just an I got merch now. Even better, actually, I got a new brand. The brand's called Off Brand. I'm having it in white, black, and I'm also gonna have this same design on shirts too. So if you want to get that for the summer, go ahead and get that. The link to my website is right here. Go shop right now. If you cop the hoodie and post it on Instagram and tag me in it, I will give you a follow back on IG. So definitely do that. So go ahead and support the channel and also support me. But besides that, that's pretty much it. So get back to the video. And the last reason on why I think Greg is a loser, he is just an L person, bro. So much of an L that he literally drags other people down with him. Like, it's like he just has this loser aura that's just around him, and whenever he's with another person, it's like his loser aura just spreads to other people around him, but just when they're around him. Like, for instance, in the Long Haul book, Greg's family literally had one of the worst vacations you could possibly imagine, and a lot of it was just based on bad luck. Like, for instance, one time on the road, they got caught in some heavy traffic, and they were in this big minivan and they had a sunroof in the back seat. While they were stuck in traffic, there were some seagulls just flying around near the power lines close to the interstate, and somebody in the car, I forget if it was Greg or not, decides to just throw some snacks at the seagull and see if they catch it in the air. But what literally happens is that after they throw a number of snacks, the seagulls just start swarming the vehicles. They start swarming it, they start shitting on the car, and one even tries to fly through the sunroof to get the bag of chips that they were throwing. It's absolute madness, bro. And the crazy part about this one scene is that that's not even the worst thing that happened to them in that book. Like, they get robbed, harassed. They literally got in the middle of a funeral convoy and led a whole bunch of cars to the wrong funeral location. There's a whole bunch of bullshit just happens in that one book. And for whatever reason, some unknown source of energy in the universe just casts bad luck to whoever is around Greg. Another situation. Back to his best friend, Riley. Whenever Greg was around Riley would always get hurt or something bad would always happen to Riley. Whether it was Greg being an elf friend or it was just up to fate, something bad happened to Riley. But whenever Riley wasn't around Greg, Riley was literally living life. Like with the whole cast situation. When Greg wasn't around Riley was pulling out a hoe, having a good time, being popular or whatever. As soon as Greg comes around, he just ruins the whole vibe. Or in my last example, there was one time he was at a little house party or whatever. Not like an actual party, like a little family function. You get what I'm trying to say. I'm pretty sure it was Easter and he was at his neighbor's house. When the time came to eat, he literally took all the deviled eggs thinking he was gonna like them. When he realized he didn't, he just for some reason put them all into a plant nearby. Why he couldn't just throw it away in a trash can, I don't know, but this is Greg Heffley we're talking about. He's just an L. And then 2 weeks go by and the eggs start stinking up the whole house. Mind you, this is at his neighbor's house, so they don't know what's going on. So neighbors clean the carpets, they use Febreze, they try to freshen up the house, but it's not working. They literally tear down some of the walls around the area where it stunk just to see if some animal died or whatever. Still, for some reason, couldn't figure out it was the plant that was stinking. The smell got so bad to the point where they was just like, F it, and just moved. They literally left their house just because Greg put some deviled eggs in a plant instead of the trash can. Literally moved and changed their lives. Spent all that money just for that. Meanwhile, Greg is literally across the street seeing them move, knowing the reason why they're moving and not saying anything. Bad luck on top of you just being an L individual. Nothing else to explain that. That's just what it is. Like, this man would literally actively ruin other people's lives and not even care. I'm telling you, bro, like, there's something we don't know about this man. I ain't gonna lie. Like, he's just a loser, bro. Like, there's no other way to put it, bro. He's just an L person. But you know something that's not an L? Off-brand, 50% off in the store right now. Go cop it. It is fire as hell. Go ahead and cop it before it's gone, because y'all been buying that shit like crazy, bro. I'm not gonna lie to y'all boys. Shout out to y'all for real. Also, sub to the live channel if you haven't already. That shit is fire. Join the Discord in the link in my bio, and all the socials are up here. Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram right there. And the crazy part about this video is I only use 3 reasons. Like, I can think of 5 more just off the top of my head on why this man's just an L. But I'm gonna save that for another video. Besides that, I appreciate all y'all boys for watching. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Thank you, and goodbye. Alright, a lot of y'all have been asking me, Cloud, I'm white. How do I get the N-word pass? Most of the time, I don't respond because I'm a YouTuber and I'm busy, like, let's be real. But I've gotten so many comments that I've finally just decided to do a video about it. So today, I'm going over how to get the N-word pass as a white person. If you want me to do an Asian person or a Hispanic person in the future, let me know. Rules are different.